Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. This is Zach with Zach Attack Cards, stepping into week 6 in the NFL with our football card showdown series. So before we talk about the matchup that's in front of us, let's take a look at the week that was. So we had New Orleans at the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs won that game, which is exactly what the cards predicted. And the current season record now moves to 2-3. So with that little bit of layoff, may have actually helped us, because at this point we're just one game behind, or one game below 500. And that leads us to this week's matchup, Buffalo at the Jets, or the Bills at the Jets, however you want to say. Divisional matchup, divisional destruction, whatever you want to call it. It could be very interesting. The Jets obviously coming off a very interesting week, having fired Rob Saleh. So it'll be interesting to see how the team responds after the firing of their former head coach. So, and then the Bills are the Bills. I mean, Josh Allen's going to do his things. He's had a couple of bad games thus far this year, but I think overall they're going to be just fine. And we'll have to see what the cards think, and then we'll make our own prediction, and then we'll see how it goes. But opening up another Topps Composite, because this is just a really fun rip. Pulled an auto out of the last blaster that we had, so maybe a little bit of luck for round 2. We'll have to see. But as we open this and kind of get ready, let's go ahead and review the rules. A little bit of a review for the vets out there of the series, and for the first timers, welcome. And here are those rules. Any veteran player or team card is extra point, worth 1 point. Any rookie player cards is safety, worth 2 points. Any player team insert or numbered non-auto patch is a field goal, worth 3 points. And lastly, any player team auto or patch card is a touchdown, worth 6 points. So we're going to dive right into this. We've already done an opening of Composite on the channel, so no need to take a look around the box, but I like it. It's as I said in that video, it's a very fun rip, and it's definitely one of the better unlicensed products out there, in my opinion. New for this year, if there is a tie after we get through these cards here, we will open up some Score a Treat cards, which I have sitting next to me. I was able to pick up a few of these, and they're a fun rip. At least I think so. I like Score. Again, it kind of takes me back to my younger days and reminds me of cards that just had like that. They didn't always have like that sheen to them and stuff like that. They felt a little more raw, if you will. Let's dive right in and see what we can get. Kicking it off with Drew Bledsoe, right division, wrong team. Dan Marino, once again, right division, wrong team. Very nice Topps Chrome Black. Tim Brown on the Raiders, little X-Fractor action. And CJ Stroud shows up. Had excellent luck pulling his stuff out of here. And lastly, Danny Amendola. So a bunch of teams from the AFC East, but not what we're looking for. There's a nice shot of the Topps Gallery Stroud. We'll leave that out front for now. On to pack number 2. Kicking it off with Eddie George. Nolan Cromwell for the Rams. Sean Alexander for the Seahawks. And another Stroud. Look at that. Gorgeous. And another Stroud. 3 Strouds in 2 packs. That's just... I mean, and he's playing really well, so it's... I'll take as many as you want to give me. All right, moving on to Hines Ward for Pittsburgh. LT for the Giants. Anthony Richardson. Wow, look at that card. That is cool. Whew, that is really nice. Doesn't appear to be numbered or anything, but just a really cool parallel like that. We'll stick that with the Strouds. Excuse me. Danny Amendola and Donovan McNabb on the Voltaic. So thus far, no Bills or Jets. Starting off strong with Joe Montana on the Topps Chrome. Charles Woodson. Jay Novacek. There we go. Topps Chrome Black from my Cowboys. Eddie George. And Zach Thomas. Voltaic Refractor. Getting plenty of guys from the AFC East, but no Jets or Bills yet. Crazy. Emmitt Smith, Chad Johnson or Ocho Cinco, Danny Amendola, Refractor, Adrian Peterson, and Fred Taylor from the Jags. Starting to get a little worried here. Just 3 packs to go. No Jets, no Bills. Eddie George yet again. Checklist, for those of you that don't know, they don't have a ton of players on the checklist or signed to exclusive contracts like the rookies here. Adrian Peterson in that Midnight, which is a really cool one. Troy Aikman, interesting. Turned around for what reason? I guess just an insert. I don't see any numbering or anything. I'll take that though. John Riggins and Zach Thomas. Now, I promise you, there are definitely Bills and Jets on the checklist. We just seem to be having terrible, horrible luck here. Phil Simms. Next up, Michael Vick. CJ Stroud, pink. Also not numbered, I believe, but gorgeous. Really gorgeous. Very nice. Jerry Rice, and there's Jim Kelly, so the Bills get on the board in what may be the last second battle of the defenses, according to our cards here. Let's see if the Jets can retaliate. Or no, Buffalo's going to run it up. Look at this. Doug Flutie shows up. And another CJ Stroud on the Chrome Cosmic. Wow. These boxes are crazy. Donovan McNabb on the Prism Refractor. Dan Marino and Sterling Sharp. So the Jets are getting shut out in this one. Let's just see here. The number of Strouds. Got 1 Richardson. Didn't get any other rookies. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 Strouds. That's just nuts. Really nice. Really nice stuff. But just 2 regular old players here, so 2 extra points. 2-0. Buffalo takes this one. And it's interesting. So part of me feels like the Jets are going to come out ready to play and try to prove everybody, you know, that was the right move to make. You got rid of the coach. We're energized, all that kind of stuff. It could very well go the other way. We've seen it numerous times. Obviously, either goes really well or it goes really bad. I think the Jets are an incredibly talented team. So I'm going to go with the Cards. I think Buffalo will take this one. I really do. Unless the Jets come to play, which also wouldn't surprise me. So it'll be very interesting. I think it'll be a good game to watch for sure. Obviously, you got some postseason baseball happening as well. So see if that takes any of the viewership away. I think it runs roughly the same time as the second game of Major League Baseball. But yeah, there we go. Not bad. So we did end up pulling no autographs this time. Nothing numbered that I could tell. I'll go through and double check. Maybe make a note of it in the comments if I do happen to find something. But not the same luck as last time with the auto, but plenty of Stroud luck, that's for sure. Really, really nice product here if you can find it. But with that said, we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. Yet another week of Football Card Showdown. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. As always, if you could head down below, hit the subscribe button, click the like while you're there. If you like content like this, I love coming up with little games and things like that, and I'll try to bring more to you for sure. But definitely get subscribed as well if you want to see the rest of the season and see how the cards pan out. And put out videos every Monday and Friday. And one last thing, there's the last thing to say is just thank you. I always want to say thank you to each and every one of you. It's a tremendous, tremendous community. I say it over and over and over again, but it's really the truth. Every time I go to the card shows and things, like I just came from one just a day or so ago, and it's just such a great environment to be in. It's such a lovely community that y'all have built, and I appreciate you accepting me into it as part of it. But with that said, we'll stop the rambling there, and we will catch you in the next video. Peace.